Nalo ko ng nalaman, pero nung nalaman, I just bought one shade lipstick and one... Oh my god, I almost dropped it. Hi everyone, it's Luisa. Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'll be sharing with you another swatches plus first impressions on the EB Shade and Shine lipsticks. So, I have 4 shades here with me. 2 from the Shade lipstick line, and then another 2 from the Shine lipstick line. So, bali dalawang variant siya. The Shade lipstick line is supposed to be a creamy matte finish, and then the Shine lipstick, well, explain ko pa ba? Shine nga eh, diba? So, before I go ahead with the first impressions, let me just show you a quick demonstration on how I apply it on my lips. Okay, so now let's move on with the swatches. So just like my previous swatch video, I'll first be showing you how it applies, gradient lip style, and then I'll be showing you how it looks full on the lips. So like I said earlier, I do have 2 shades from the Shade lipstick line and 2 shades from the Shine lipstick line. So the shades are as follows: Lustrous Red, Dazzling Orchid, Pink Temptress, and Rogue Brick. This particular product expires 24 months after opening, so that's 2 years, and it has a net weight of 3.7 grams. It retails for 95 pesos, but for the month of February, you can get it for a buy one, take one promo. So the Shade lipstick is actually a matte lipstick with a colorless balm in the middle to moisturize the lips. So it is supposed to have a creamy matte finish, whereas the Shine lipstick, they're basically satin lipsticks with a shivery balm in the middle to keep the lips soft all day. Okay, so now on to my first impressions. Let's first talk about the packaging. So the packaging looks like this, just a subtle difference between the two. The Shade lipstick comes in this packaging with like stripes, probably to signify yung shade, you know. And then as for the Shine lipstick, simple lang yung pinaka packaging niya. Tas yung cap niya, merong heart shapes and all that. But for both lines, the lipstick doesn't go all the way down, as you can see. So it's kind of really hard to put the cap back because there's a high chance na ma-chip yung end, like what happened to this one right here. I thought that I already had the lipstick retracted all the way down, pero hindi pa pala. So when I put the cap back on, yun, nasira siya. So that's one kind of a drawback. The packaging actually looks pretty cheap, but I think that's only because cheap talaga siya. So these lipsticks retails for 95 pesos each, but for the month of February, they're having a buy one, take one promo, which is the main reason as to why I got them in the first place. So I bought one Shade lipstick and then I got another one for free, and the same for the Shine lipstick. I bought one and then I got one for free, and I thought, you know what, might as well do a video on them. It might help you in one way or another. Hindi ko alam. Pero matagal na kasi itong in stores. Hindi ko lang binibili. So, where I got them is from Watsons. Dito lang sa local Watsons namin. And the only downside is in my local Watsons, they don't have testers. So, I basically just had to judge from the colors of the tube. Eh, nakasil to. Eh, hindi mo masyado makita. Kaya, yun lang yung downside. Pero, tinignan ko na lang yung medyo talagang magkakaiba yung color. So, these are the ones that I got. As for the shade selection, they don't have a lot. Mostly, they focused on reds. They have pinks and this single shade of purplish shade. Hindi masyadong wide yung range ng colors nila. As for the pigmentation of each shade, for the Shade lipstick, they're not super pigmented as you can see. That's just one swipe right there. And then, Shine lipstick, it's not really that pigmented as well. Those are just single swipes. They're not that pigmented, but it is quite buildable. So, as you can see, I have like a full-on red lips right now. Pwede mo namang i-build up. Yun nga lang, it will take some time. Especially for this shade, siguro mga naka 10 swipes ako bago ko nakuha yung purplish shade niya. As for the application, Super easy because it's just like a standard lipstick bullet, and I don't know if you can see it. It actually comes with like a balm in the middle. But as for the scent, it has this candy sweet kind of scent. But then again, you can also smell like a petroleum jelly-like scent. So it's the combination of the two. And also, I forgot about the packaging. It's so hard to get it up and down. I don't know if you can tell, but sometimes I struggle with it. It's hard to use just one hand, like getting it up and down. You don't have much control over it. And ang hirap talaga niyang ibalik yung cap. As for the finish, Bilena claims that the shade lipstick is a creamy matte finish, which I have to agree on. So it has a creamy matte finish, and the shine lipstick has a little bit of a sheen. Oh, and for reference nga pala, on my lips right now, I have the shine lipstick in the shade Lustrous Red on this side of my lips, and then I have this Rogue Brick shade lipstick on this side of my lips, just so we can compare the performance of the two if there will be any difference. And it is now 12:50, so it has been like an hour or even more than that since I initially applied the lipstick, and right now I don't really see much difference between the finish of the two. So initially, shinier talaga yung shine lipstick. Pero now that it has been an hour since I initially applied it, parang halos pareho na sila. So let me just give you a close-up of that. Parang same na nga siya. Actually, I can't tell much difference dun sa shade nila. Pero up close, you can tell that the Lustrous Red is more of a corally pink undertone, and then wala masyadong coral undertone dito sa kabila, which is the Road Brick. Wala pa namang significant fading kasi wala pa naman akong kinakain or anything like that. So, I'm not really expecting na magkakaroon siya ng fading whatsoever. As for the feeling naman on the lips, I can definitely tell that I have lipstick on, and I feel that I have so many layers on my lips. Probably because I actually have a lot of layers on my lips right now. Because I had to build up the shade, so I had to apply it several times. As for the setting time, wala namang iniintay na setting time kasi hindi naman siya matte lipstick or anything like that. So, once you apply it, yun na yun. I just noticed na yung shine lipstick, initially, dun lang siya shiny. After a while, nawawala na yung shine. So, personally, actually, mas gusto ko pa nga yun kasi hindi naman ako mahilig sa shine finish, especially since I have oily skin. So, pangit naman oily na nga yung skin mo, tapos shiny pa yung lips mo, diba? Now, let's try the transfer test. And as expected, nagta-transfer talaga. Pero, as you can see, mas nag-transfer yung shine lipstick kaysa sa shade lipstick. But, both transferred pa rin. So far, hindi naman masyadong nakuha lahat ng lip color. Katanggap-tanggap pa rin yung finish niya at saka yung color niya. Be careful because sometimes I find that I have lipstick on my teeth. And I already did the lipstick test, okay? As for the longevity, again, that's what we're gonna be testing throughout the day. And then later, I will eat my lunch and then I'll get back to you afterwards. So, it is now 13:20, so 1:20. Roughly 2 hours after I initially applied the lipstick. So, I already had my lunch and I'm really sorry there will be some drilling noises and all that because they're having something done downstairs. So, bear with me. This will just be a short update and hopefully kapag sa next check-in ko, mas tahimik na. Okay, so I just ate. So, this is how my lips look like right now. I haven't checked it up close yet. Wala na yung inner part of my lip. So, ayan. Since I was still able to spread the remaining product, I can get away with not reapplying the lipstick anymore. Pero, yun nga, ano siya, sobrang nag-transfer siya sa utensil, sa cup. One thing that you have to really take note regarding these lipsticks is grabe siya mag-transfer. So, dapat maingat ka. Pati sa damit and all that, maingat ka. So I guess that's it for my check-in. I'll get back to you later. Hey guys, so it is now 15:20. So that's 3:20 in the afternoon, roughly 4 hours after I initially applied these two right here. So let me just check my lips up close. The color has definitely faded from my initial application, obviously, as you can see, but not so much from my last check-in. So wala masyadong pagbabago ever since nung after ko kumain ng lunch. I did not eat anything else, so I just basically drank some water like maybe once or twice in between check-ins, and that's it. I did not eat anything. So, it's still looking pretty good. Although nag-fade na siya, okay pa rin. Hindi naman siya yung tipong kailangan na ng retouch or anything like that. So, I guess that's it for this check-in. I'll be back later on for my final thoughts on the product. Guys, while looking up close, I just noticed something. I just noticed that the shine lipstick area has like small glitters on it. I don't know if you can see, but meron siyang mga glitters dito sa side na to. And yun yung shine lipstick yun. Okay, so it is now 17:18, so that's 5:18 p.m. roughly 6 hours after I initially. So I'm looking at the mirror. Oh, may bakas pa ng merienda. So as you can see, it has significantly faded from my initial application, especially on the outer corner of my lips. And then pretty much what's left on my lips just look like stain. Konting-konti na lang talaga yung transfer. As you can see, parang stain na lang siya. Pero it doesn't look bad at all. Yung nga lang at this point, parang ang feeling ko kasi dahil 6 hours na yung nakalipas, parang feeling ko medyo dry na yung lips ko. Hindi naman kasi talaga siya drying product. Yun nga lang, parang pag ganito nakatagal, gusto ko talaga ni-retouch. I'm the type of person that really likes to retouch in the middle of the day. Just so that I can feel like my lipstick is fresh and new and all that. Yung parang tipong hindi siya luma. Hindi ko alam kasi kapag matagal na, hindi ko alam kung may ganito talagang thing or psychological ko lang. Yung parang pag hindi mo siya natatanggal, parang nagda-dry. So that's exactly what I'm feeling right now. Pero other than that, okay naman. Maganda naman yung performance ng lipstick. So now for my final thoughts on the product. To be honest, when I first opened the packaging, nung talagang naramdaman ko na kung gaano ka-flimsy yung packaging, tapos kung gaano kahirap siya ibalik, and all that. Tapos naamoy ko pa siya. Hindi ko kasi talaga siya gusto. Ito. Inamoy ko pa siya, tapos pinaamoy ko pa talaga sa mga kasama ko dito sa bahay. Kasi talagang parang mabango siya na candy sweet scent, pero meron siyang after na amoy na petroleum scent. Para may underlying scent. So initially, parang gusto ko talaga siyang bigyan ng 2 out of 5. Now that I've tried it on my lips for the whole day, I can say that for a 95 peso lipstick, it actually performs really well. It's quite long-lasting. It leaves a tint on your lips, which is pretty good, especially if you're the type of person that doesn't like to do a retouch in the middle of the day. Syempre, points for improvement, yun nga, unang-una yung packaging. Kasi, like I said, gaya na lang nitong favorite shade ko, yung Lustrous Red. Yan. Na chip na yung tip, tapos tingnan mo, yung dulo niya, dito siya. Dito pala. Yan. Hindi ko alam kung nakikita nyo. Pero parang may crack na siya in the middle. Parang yung feeling mo, hindi ko na ito mapapababa. Pero meron pa pala kapag pinwerasa mo. Kaya parang one important thing that you have to improve on is the packaging. Next is the scent. As for the pigmentation, hindi siya pigmented, like I said. But for me, hindi siya super big deal. I mean, if the pigmentation is good, then plus points. But if not, as long as it's buildable, then I don't mind. In this case, buildable naman siya, so hindi ko naman talaga siya main complaint. Although, if they can improve on the pigmentation, then all the better. So, I would probably give it a 3 over 5 because I can feel na this is a very long-lasting lipstick. Although, the shade selection needs to be widened. Dapat magkaroon pa ng mga nudes and other shades. Personal opinion ko lang yun, Pero so far, the shades that I got are pretty good. And it's quite long-lasting. Like, I've been stressing out for the past, 3 minutes or so. The fact that it applies really easily and it's very long-lasting, it deserves that kind of rating. So, I guess, we have reached the end of this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and don't forget to comment down below for any suggestions or requests, or if you just want to talk to me, because I love hearing from you guys. I love hearing your feedback, and I guess that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one, which is going to be on Tuesday. Annyeong!